Hello, and my name's Courtney, and with the TikTok, What is Fair and What is Just by Julian Burnside, I really liked the video and how the speaker spoke within his audience. The whole video is basically, how does one person see justice, and how does one person see that some person might do wrong? So in his first example, he stated how there was a mother and a daughter and a son. And basically, there was a situation that went wrong, and the mother ultimately just blamed the son without doing any context clues on what happened within the situation. So that was the first problem. The second problem with that one was there was a problem between the daughter and the son. But then the mother asked questions and asked for the facts of what happened within the situation. He later stated that within that example, the son did do what was wrong. And he asked his audience, which one would you guys go with first if that happened within a situation that was going on at home or even in the business? And he said that people cannot answer that quickly because they don't know what they would do. Some people might just blame the person that they think would do it because that person might have more troubling attitudes, or even they might seem like they did it already. And some people might go with, what are the facts to even solve the problem? I personally liked how the second solution went because I feel like you need to ask, what are the facts? What happened within the situation? Because sometimes the situation might end up being where you never know who did it. So I really liked that example of how the speaker gave this to his audience. He then also went through and stated how some people justice can mean different things, and sometimes people don't think that they have the justice that they have. Some people think, well, I'm not getting enough, or I'm not getting at all, or some people may even say I'm getting too much. And when it comes to justice, some people might think it's not fair for them because they're not getting any within any situation that they have. So he did get a phone call from a lawyer, and this was with a family who was immigrants. And it was very troubling for this one family, and in the end, the one daughter decided to hang herself. And then the family saw that when they came back, they found her. And then it was the mom taking her daughter to the hospital with two government guards. And they were at the hospital because they had to do the check and what happened and all that type of stuff, because they were already getting mental treatment and all that type of stuff. Then the lawyer came and said, hey, these are my patients, or people that I'm helping. I would like to speak with them. And the guards told the lawyer no, because the hours that the lawyer could visit was from 9 to 5. So after the lawyer was told no, he called the speaker, Julian Burnside, and told him everything that happened. Julian decided to tell this story to his audience because it wasn't fair that the lawyer could not see the mother. He was trying to comfort the mother and what just happened with her daughter. Her daughter is now passed away, she's not here anymore. But the guards and the government will not let this one person go and see the mother. And I really liked how he gave this story because it does show what justice is within even religion, or how people see different cultures. So he goes back and states justice and injustice. Justice is when you get notice that something did happen, and with the boy and the girl situation, if you tell the facts, then the facts will tell you, did you actually do it or did you not do it? This one family did not have justice because they're being treated differently than what they should be. They're immigrants, but they have the same responsibilities and treatment that everybody else should be given. So they're not having justice within the same situation. I feel like justice and injustice in the future will help me, because if I have a situation where I have to figure out who did what, I need to know the facts within a certain job or even a situation that might even play out at my own home. I need to know the facts so I know who needs to have the consequences and who needs to be told hey, this can't happen again, because I don't know who did it if I just say, oh, well, I think you did it, because then I'm just going with the person who I think did it, when really that doesn't give any of the people justice, because I might pick the wrong person who didn't do whatever happened in the solution or situation. But I personally liked how the speaker spoke with his audience. It felt like he was very engaging, and he knew what he was talking about. You had the video focus on him and then focus on the audience. And when it focused on the audience, it really showed the audience wanted to listen. They wanted to know what was happening. The video also took place in Sydney, Australia. So you have different people who might be in Australia. You might have people who live there, or you might have tourists. So it's getting a good background and people knowing what to do. The speaker also stated at the ending of his video that he feels good about what happened, because basically he feels good about himself because he actually tried to get what is going out and what's happening to audience. If he wouldn't have made this discussion or not have talked about it, he would have felt so horrible about himself. So talking about justice and injustice with his audience, he feels good about it, even just telling that one story about the daughter and the mother. Because stuff needs to change. But even if it's not changing now, like he said, it might not even change when he's still here. It might change after. But with him talking about it now, and then people beginning to realize, oh, well, yeah, this is a problem and it needs to change. That's what he feels most proud of with himself, because he is speaking about a very hard topic, and it's very easy to change. People can start knowing the facts and start asking questions instead of just going right to a conclusion, which I really liked about the speaker, because if he wouldn't have went and spoke to this audience in the TED Talk, who knows what would have happened. And I know it changed my mind on certain perspectives, because now if something does happen, I will want to know the facts and the questions that need to be answered. So I personally like the video of what is just and what is justice, or what is not fair and what is just, by Julian Burnside, and I feel like he did a really good presentation on how to fix this within the future. So thank you.